Welcome to Business with Louis, the show where we explore the latest trends and insights in the world of business and entrepreneurship. Today, we're going to talk about ESG reporting requirements, navigating the new landscape. This is a topic that's gaining increasing attention from businesses, investors, and regulators alike, and for good reason. So, what exactly are ESG reporting requirements? Simply put, ESG stands for Environmental, Social, and Governance. It refers to the three key areas that companies need to focus on in order to operate sustainably and responsibly. Environmental factors include things like climate change, resource depletion, and pollution. Social factors cover issues like labor rights, diversity and inclusion, and community engagement. And governance factors relate to how companies are managed and led, including things like board composition, executive pay, and transparency. The answer is that they help companies to identify and manage risks, as well as opportunities, in these three key areas. By doing so, businesses can reduce their negative impacts on the environment and society, while also improving their long-term financial performance. In fact, research has shown that companies with strong ESG track records tend to outperform those without, in terms of stock market returns and other financial metrics. But where did this concept come from? The origins of ESG reporting can be traced back to the 1990s, when investors began to recognize the importance of considering non-financial factors in their investment decisions. Since then, the field has evolved rapidly with the development of new standards and frameworks for ESG reporting, such as the Global Reporting Initiative (GRI) and the Sustainability Accounting Standards Board (SASB). One key concept is the idea of materiality, which refers to the importance of identifying and reporting on ESG factors that are most relevant to a company's business and industry. Another important principle is transparency, which involves being open and honest about a company's ESG performance and progress. There are many influential thinkers and entrepreneurs who have contributed to the development of ESG reporting requirements. For example, John Elkington, a British consultant and author, is often credited with coining the term triple bottom line (TBL), which refers to the idea that companies should measure their success not just in terms of financial profits, but also in terms of their social and environmental impacts. One great example is Patagonia, the outdoor apparel company that has been a leader in sustainability for many years. Patagonia publishes an annual environmental and social responsibility report, which provides detailed information on its progress towards reducing its environmental footprint, promoting fair labor practices, and supporting community development initiatives. Another excellent example is Unilever, the multinational consumer goods company that has set ambitious targets for reducing its environmental impact while also promoting sustainable agriculture practices among its suppliers. Unilever's Sustainable Living Plan (USLP) is a comprehensive framework that outlines the company's commitments to halving its environmental footprint and improving health and well-being through its products and services. We can also learn from companies like IKEA, which has made significant strides in reducing its carbon emissions and promoting sustainable forestry practices. Or take Microsoft, which has set a goal of becoming carbon neutral by 2030, and is investing heavily in renewable energy and energy efficiency measures. So, how can you apply ESG reporting requirements in your own business or career? First, start by assessing your company's current ESG performance. Identify areas where you're doing well and areas where you need to improve. Then, set clear goals and targets for reducing your environmental impact, promoting social responsibility, and strengthening governance practices. One practical tip is to use the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals (SDGs) as a framework for identifying areas where your business can make a positive impact. The SDGs cover a wide range of topics, from climate action and sustainable energy to quality education and reduced inequalities. Another useful resource is the CFA Institute's ESG disclosure standards, which provide guidance on best practices for reporting on ESG factors. You can also seek out training and certification programs such as the Certified Sustainability Practitioner (CSP) designation, to help you develop your skills and expertise in this area. As you navigate the new landscape of ESG reporting requirements, remember that it's not just about compliance, it's about opportunity. By embracing sustainability and transparency, you can build trust with your stakeholders, drive innovation, and create long-term value for your business. My experience with market cycles has taught me that companies that prioritize ESG are better equipped to weather economic storms and capitalize on emerging trends. In fact, research by McKinsey has shown that companies with strong ESG track records tend to have lower volatility and higher returns over the long term. In conclusion, ESG reporting requirements are not just a regulatory necessity. They're a strategic imperative for businesses that want to succeed in today's fast-changing world. By understanding and applying the core principles and theories of ESG reporting, you can unlock new opportunities for growth, innovation, and sustainability in your business or career. Thanks for joining me on this journey into the world of ESG reporting requirements. Like, share, and subscribe. And remember, every great business starts with action. Make your next move count.